Afton Motorsports Park wrapped up their 2019 season with a huge two-day show. Great racing action straight ahead on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. The Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco, was at Afton Motorsports Park Friday and Saturday. Great racing action. We take you first to Friday night action. The sportsmen were on hand. On the microphone are Jeff Allen and Leon Andrus.
Green is out. We're racing. Down into turn number one up on the outside. Hodge grabbing the early advantage down low. That's Clapperton. Steve Anderson right there in the dogfight as they're going to come 3-4 wide out of turn number 4.
Down the straightaway, we've got Alan Hodge leading lap number 1. Hot and heavy action deep in the pack. Side by side down the back straightaway. 3 wide battling for the top 10.
Steve Davis finding a hole right through the middle of a couple of cars there. Ready to take over position number 6 now as Davis on the move.
Down the back straightaway, Timmy Hartman in the 22. He's rim riding on the outside down the back straightaway. 3 make it a 4-car battle now for the number 2 spot off the corner. Side by side, the 28, Matt Mead now battling Hartman into the turn.
Mead and Hartman both got by the 6 of Atkins. And there goes the 13 of Davis also getting by. Put Atkins back in position number 6. Mead bobbles just a little bit. Hartman able to get by. He's going to take over third. Trying to work on the high side of Steve Davis. Going to try to slingshot underneath now.
Down the back straightaway. Here comes Hartman. He'll go to the inside, side by side, battling into the turn with Anderson. Hartman drives by Anderson. Davis is right in his tire tracks. He'll follow suit going into 1. Davis now third. Anderson, then Mead.
Hodge drifts up a little bit. Opens that inside lane up for the 22 of Hartman. Davis went up high. That cost him. Matt Mead got underneath Davis now as they come around here on lap number 11. Your new leader is Tim Hartman Jr.
Hartman grabbing the lead for the 3rd time. This time it counts into the turn. Davis dropping back a spot as Mead will take 3rd. Anderson behind them in 5th. Down the back straightaway, Len Atkins and Jimmy Zacharias.
Another guy starting to make his way up through the middle of the pack is Kenny Hammond aboard that number 30 machine. He's starting to work up there along with the M16 of Michael Shane, trying to work his way to the front. Davis trying to get a good run up on the outside. Remember, he won that dash, that one-on-one on the inside. Now Zacharias looking to make a move in that 24.
Down the straightaway, Zacharias in the 24 makes the move. He's battling Hodge into the turn down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, we look at that battle. Zacharias to the inside again. He'll slide by going into 3.
Rothwell there towards the back of the pack. He's trying to come through the pack and there's a little hard sledding through the middle there. A lot of guys all tight together. But up front, Davis trying to work on Hartman, but so far not able to get by.
Davis put a wheel underneath Hartman 2 laps ago. He's within a car length a little later down the back straightaway now. Davis making a move. He'll look to the inside again. Not this time. Davis looks like he might have more, but Hartman using up the racetrack.
Hartman out front. Davis right there knocking on the door. Running back there third with a good run. That's Matt Mead in that 28 machine. Zacharias fourth. And rounding out your top 5 is the M16 of Mike Shane now.
Mike Shane making his way up. He started back in 10th, now into the top 5. Look out, we got trouble in 4. A whole bunch of cars facing the wrong way. Everybody drives away except one.
Green is back out. 5 laps to determine. Steve Davis now taking a look to the inside. Ran out of room down there on the bottom. Still got a lot of cars battling for position here towards the back of the pack. Leah Decker trying to refire there on the top side in the back of the pack.
Hartman now beginning to open up a little daylight. This is his largest lead of the event. Davis was all over Hartman the last multiple laps around the speedway, but now after this restart, Hartman just walks away from Davis as they work down the front. Zacharias putting pressure on Meade, looking for 3rd.
Matt Meade doing a good job. Zacharias 4th. Shane still running 5th. There's the parallel flags. 2 laps to go. The final 2 laps of racing. Day 1 of 2-day doubleheader here.
Charging into the turn. Hartman continuing to lead the way now by a comfortable margin over Davis. Meade keeping 3rd spot ahead of Zacharias. Will take the white flag on our Open Sportsman Challenge. White flag, 1 to go.
Down into turn number 1. Out of 2 and down the backstretch. Tim Hartman Jr. looks like he has it all under control. As he comes out of turn number 4, the win going to go to Hartman. Bad break for Zacharias. 2nd is Davis. 3rd is Meade. 4th is Shane. 5th is Nick Nye. Hammond is 6th. 7th is the 5H of Hodge. Then is Dennis Clapperton finishing 8th. 9th is Rothwell. And unofficially 10th, I have the 57.
And now to CRSA Sprint Car action.
Race fans, it's time. It's time to get out of your seats and on your feet. It's time to wave your hats, wave your programs. It's time to wave it for your favorite. It's the methanol-breathing wing warriors of the CRSA Sprint Car Series for a ride. It's the 2019 Super Gen products with champion power equipment. CRSA Sprint Car Series saluting you, the great race fans of Afton. It's time to feel the thunder and hear the roar. The CRSA's green out of 4. Down the 1 and 2 for the first time, race leader, Emily V. Emily Van Emmingen to the top side, takes the race lead. Alicia Bay on the low side, she's running 2nd. But here comes the MVP lawn care, 112 of Mike Van Pelt. Van Pelt run on the top side, trying to get a run on the ladies out front. He's got a run on the top side, out of turn number 2. Down the back straight, we got trouble at the car upside down. Justin Mills upside down. And turn number 1, he does a pirouette in the air. And he comes down on all 4s, but we're going to be under red here with 1 lap in the book. Out of turn number 4, Emily Van Emmingen's on the gas, and we're back underway. Down in the 1 and 2, Van Emmingen holds the top spot, but here comes Mike Van Pelt. Van Pelt on the top side, pulls even with Alicia Bay. Down the back straightaway, side by side, and turn number 3. Through turns 4, out of 4, to complete lap number 2. 2 down, 23 to go for your race leader, Emily Van Emmingen. Alicia Bay holds on to the 2nd spot. 3rd, Mike Van Pelt. 4th, Jerry Sen, and 5th on the top side. It's going to be the 07, Brett Jaycox, but Darryl Ruggles is pulling on the low side. Ruggles takes over 5th into turn number 3. Out of 4, pulls right up on the 410 of Jerry Sen. Switches lanes, trying to get around the 410 of Sen before the leaders get away. Speaking of your race leaders, out front, the 56V of Emily Van Emmingen, out by about 10 car lengths on the 48A of Alicia Bay, and the 112 of Mike Van Pelt. 4th right now is the 410 of Sen. 5th is the motorized madman of Darryl Ruggles. 6th, the 07 of Jaycox, and then the 99 of Mike Kaiser. Kaiser now looks underneath Jaycox. They're side by side. Out turn number 4. Kaiser on the low side. Jaycox way on the top side. Kaiser known for his good runs on the short tracks. Trying to move forward here in tonight's A main event. Down the backstretch, Van Emmingen looking for a way around the double X. She goes to the tops. Oh, contact with Clapperton, and Emily Van Emmingen goes around. Up between turns 3 and 4. Green flag's back out. We're back underway here with 13 down and 12 to go. Down in the 1 and 2 one more time. Alicia Bay starting to pull away from Mike Van Pelt. Bay opens up 5 car lengths down the back straightaway in the turns 3 and 4. Van Pelt closes right back in, closes it down to 3, and Bay opens it back up as she crosses the line with 14 now down and 11 to go. Second spot now up for grabs. Here comes Mike Kaiser. Kaiser on the low side, putting pressure on the 112 of Van Pelt. Side by side now through turns 3 and 4. On the low side, Mike Kaiser out of Cooperstown takes over position number 2 and sets in sight on the 48 of Alicia Bay. A lap and a half to go for the young lady out of Canandaigua. Through turns 3 and 4. One more time. Alicia Bay sees the white flag. One more trip around for your pole sitter, Alicia Bay. Bay down the backstretch for the final time. Mark Taylor's ahead, but he's not going to be a factor. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Kaiser closes, but it's too little too late. Alicia Bay, your main winner. Mike Kaiser finishes second. Third will be the 410 of Jerry Sen. Fourth, the 07 of Jay Cox. And fifth, the 25W, Dana Wagner.
Modified action when the race report continues, but first, here's a look at this week's Truck of the Week from Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor.
You're watching the Race Report on Fox 40.
30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyer's program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
If you're looking for the most convenient and profitable way to change your gold jewelry, coins, and sterling silver into cash, visit Solid Gold Jewelry.
Main Street in Enwell, Solid Gold Jewelry, always a sweet deal.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network? Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
Hey car buffs, listen up. If you like them, we got them. And you'll love the Northeast Classic Car Museum. Over 170 cars on display in our huge one-level facility. Whatever the weather, we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 in Norwich.
It's exciting. It's family fun. It's Bethel Motor Speedway, NASCAR's newest wheel and all-American weekly track in the heart of the Catskill Mountains. Every Saturday night, NASCAR Modified, Sportsman, Street Stocks, Pro Stocks, and four-cylinders battle for national titles, plus the Hynex Legends and Bandoleros. Bethel Motor Speedway, one of Sullivan County's many attractions. Come for the night or make it a weekend. Check them out online at BethelMotorspeedway.com. Bethel Motor Speedway. Feel the excitement.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Bud Wazier is the newest member of the Race Report team. He talked to several drivers before Saturday's big 50-lapper.
All right, standing here with Mitch Gibbs, the winningest modified driver in history here at Afton Motorsports Park, looking for another win here tonight. Let's take a look back at your season. You've had a couple wins this season.
Yeah, we had 2 wins. We had one with the bar car early, and then we won with this last race. This is a coilover car. It was going pretty good that night. Last night we struggled a little bit in the qualifying races. So I don't know. We're going to try changing a right rear spring and see if we can get the car a little faster.
You mentioned that you switched cars partway through the season. Give us a little bit of difference between the cars, how they handle a little bit different. What's different about them?
Well, they're identical cars except for the suspension. This car is a coilover car. It got coil springs on the back, and the other car was a bar car. And, we wanted to go to left side Panhard bar, which a lot of guys are running, and makes a big difference, I guess, on a slippery track. So this is only the 4th race with this car. And we struggled the first 2 nights out with it. We were really loose and made some changes to it. And we won, the last race here with it, and we were really fast. But like I say, last night we went out after the sprint cars, ran their heat races, because the track slicked up. We wanted to try it. And we were just a little bit off. We were a little bit loose, so we're making a spring change, and hopefully we can get it faster.
Hopefully you get it figured out tonight. Who makes it possible for you to come racing every week?
Well, we have Chambers O'Hara. Cork O'Hara owns the car, and Brimco Cleaning, and just a lot of sponsors, a lot of we gotta have a lot of help. We have a lot of good guys, and which in years past they've been a little thin. We haven't had a lot of help, but this year we got a lot of help, and that makes all the difference.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Mitch. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thank you.
The street stocks were in action on Saturday. For the call, here are Leon Andrus and Jeff Alem.
Lobdell grabbing the early advantage up on the high side. Kurt Decker right there second. We got one slow down the front straightaway here. We'll have to see what's going to happen with him right in the middle of the groove here. We come around complete lap number 1. No, we don't. This time, Decker on the inside grabbing the top spot from Lobdell. Lobdell up on the top side, down on the inside. Shane Wolf Jr. looking to battle up there in third. Way up on the outside, 3 wide down the backstretch.
Lap number 1 off the turn. Who will it be? It looks like it's the 3K Kurt Decker. Decker setting the pace into the turn. Lobdell right there putting on the pressure.
Couple cars out of shape here in the back of the pack, but they got it all straight. Hang on. Little contact there, Carpenter and the SIX machine. That's Doug Pohamus trying to work by Shane Wolf and Doug Stack. Also right there in the mix is the 57 of Lance and Albany's.
Working off the corner, the battle for the lead continues. Look out, Pohamus getting together down the straightaway with another car. We've got trouble here in front of the flagger. We've got a parking lot, about 6 cars. Yellow is on with 4 complete.
Green is out. Here we go. Kurt Decker, Lobdell right there. 1-2 Stack running third. Down is the inside is the 81 of Shane Wolf. 57 of Lance and Albany's right there. He's running 5th.
Here comes Albanese battling now with Pohamus down the straightaway. 3 wide battle behind them as they work into the turn. Albanese now trying to get up another spot as they head down the backstretch.
Steve Pohamus back on the 98B now. But here's a battle up front between the 3K and the 2L. Street stocks are known for numbers and letters.
3 wide battle there for that number 5 spot and a 2-car battle for the lead. Decker and Lobdell side by side out of turn number 4.
Lobdell trying to get by. Then it's the 1S of Doug Stack back there running third. Shane Wolf in the 81. It's the first non-lettered machine.
3 wide, a side-by-side battle for the lead, and a 3 wide battle for the next row. Halfway home, and Lobdell into the number 1 spot. Lobdell getting by Decker, heading into the turn. Here they come out of the corner. Down the back straightaway, hot and heavy battle now for the number 2 spot.
Shane Wolf Jr. now going to the top side, trying to work his way back up. He fell back there for a little ways. Hey, we got 1 around, 2 around, 3 around. Little debris there on the track.
All right, we're going to fire off next time. It'll be single fire.
Butch Green slowing here on the front straightaway now into 56. Take him out of the turn. Green back out. Pohamus your leader. Kurt Decker right there second. Stack is third. Running 4th is Carpenter. Carpenter trying to get under and Lobdell back out.
Here they come off the turn. Pohamus continuing to lead the way down the straightaway, followed by Decker. Carpenter still rim riding on the outside as they head into the turn, now battling with Stack. Albanese now putting some pressure on as Shane Wolf slipped by.
Kurt Decker, 1 last shot, trying to close in on Pohamus in that KP1 as Pohamus slowed just a little bit the last couple laps. Down into 3 out of 4. Checkered flag gonna fly. The wind gonna go to Pohamus. Kurt Decker for 2. Carpenter for 3. Stack for 4. Shane Wolf for 5.
You're watching the Race Report on Fox. Woo, woo, woo.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top-End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
98.1 The Hawk, Binghamton's #1 for new country. That means more Luke. More Carrie. More Jason. More Keith. More Blake. Glenn and Tracy in the morning. Binghamton's #1 for new country. 98.1 The Hawk.
30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Time now for the main event. 50 laps of ground-pounding modified action in the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco. For the call, Jeff Alum and Leon Andrus.
There and grabbing that early advantage way up on the outside. Smith with that 46 machine. Then it's the Bacchetti machine of the 4. Buck right there on the inside trying to get by Superman.
Here comes Danny Buck on the inside of Bacchetti. Mitch Gibbs now to the inside of the 9 of Matt Shepard as the field begins to thread out. We got trouble in turn 4. We got a car facing the wrong direction. Brandon Grasso, the number 32.
Green back out. They fire back out of there. Veron on the inside. Smith right there on the top side. Bacchetti already looking for racing room. Buck down on the bottom. Here comes Superman back through the middle. And that 9S machine as they take it down into turn 3.
Here comes Varon out of the corner leading the way. Jeremy Smith and Danny Buck. Matt Shepard getting by Mitch Gibbs and by Andy Bacchetti on the restart. He moves the 4th spot. Dwayne Howard now battling down the back straightaway with Jimmy Wells and Sean Walker.
Mitch Gibbs there in a battle with Andy Bacchetti down on the inside. He's going to take away position number 5. And here comes Sean Walker down on the inside in the number 21. But continuing to show the way is BV Bobby Varon.
Sean Walker, always a contender here at Afton in the short track SuperNational down the straightaway. He's moving to the inside of the 4 of Andy Bacchetti. He'll slide by him, moving up behind Mitch Gibbs into the corner.
Guy moving there towards the back of the back, working the high side. Alex Jankowski, the youngster, trying to put the top side of the speedway to work for him. As they're working around the speedway, we got them almost all the way around the track here.
Matt Shepard now looking for 3rd spot as he battles Jeremy Smith down the back straightaway. Gibbs behind them, then Walker, then Dwayne Howard and Andy Bacchetti. 6 laps in. Shepard now disposing of Jeremy Smith, gaining another position. Here comes Varon in lap traffic off the corner.
Guy working the outside line up there is BVP Billy Van Pelt, just hustling along the top side of the speedway.
Here comes Varon into the turn. Shepard right up behind Danny Buck as we work out of the corner. Varon now going by Brandon Walters down the straightaway. Here comes Shepard. He goes by Danny Buck. He'll pick up the number 2 spot.
Lamp traffic of an issue, but they're all working around it. We're already going to come around to complete lap 14 as they're hustling through the speedway here. Woo.
Here comes Varon now battling with Brandon Grasso. He'll go to the outside lane around Grasso down the back. He'll go around one more car. That's Leo Fotopoulos down the back straightaway. Varon now leaving the bottom to get through the lap traffic. Matt Shepard trying to close the gap.
McKinney now getting by Gibbs up on the top side. He's starting to crank it up. He might have had some tires lurking to come in here a little bit late. Barron still working traffic up on the outside of Brandon Walters, trying to clear that machine. That's actually rough up in the 51. Shepard now right there on his back bumper.
Here's Shepard in lap traffic now. Barron going around Brad Rothhaupt down the back straightaway now, and Shepard moves right up behind him. More lap traffic for the rest of the top 5. Here comes Bobby Barron in lap number 17. Shepard right there with him as they work into the turn. A little clear track before we get back to lap traffic.
Whew, we got cars all the way around the speedway right now. We got one slow, and it looks like Grosso up on the top of the speedway. They'll fire back as they come out of the turn. Green back out, Barron on the inside, Shepard on the outside. Wade Shepard with a big run through the turn. He's going to stick a nose in front down the backstretch. We're going to have a new leader, I believe, when they come out of 4 this time. Hang on, Barron back on the inside. He's still your leader.
Wow, Barron and Shepard duking it out for the number 1 spot. Buck and Bicchetti. Bicchetti back in the contention. Now Shepard with a full car length down the back straightaway as he leads Bobby Barron this time out of turn number 4. White flag for Matt Shepard. 1 lap to go in the Short Track SuperNational 2019.
Ryan Jordan 3 wide on the outside, looking to go up into position number 6. He's right behind Buck, coming around, picking up. The win is Matt Shepard. Barron for 2, Howard for 3, Bicchetti for 4, Guler for 5, Buck for 6, Ryan Jordan for 7, Jimmy Wells for 8, Brett Tonkin for 9, and unofficially I have Alex Tonkin 10th. You can probably make book on it.
Congratulations to Matt Shepard, the 12th different winner of this event, which started at Afton Motorsports Park. Taking a look at the weekend ahead, on Saturday, Bethel Motor Speedway is on hand, 100 laps for the modifieds, and it's the Woodstocker 50 for the street stocks. Next Thursday, the Bob Hilbert Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco, wraps up their North Series at Orange County Fair Speedway with the hard clay finale. For more information, log on to shorttracksuperseries.com. For all of us at the Race Report, thanks for watching. Until next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
And we got fourth. Fourth, we have the 72 machine. That's Jeff Mitchell.
52 started originally in 9th spot. Roger Williams, remember, he was involved in that turn 1 tangle, and he's now charged his way all the way through back up into the 3rd spot. Keep your eye on that coupe, that red and white coupe, the 52, working down the straightaway into the turn. That's Roger Williams.
The 33A getting lapped here by your leader. The leader working around out of the turn. The white flag is coming out. Just 1 more lap we go in the Vintage Classic feature go.
Final lap down the back straightaway, 53 of Doug Atkins from Liberty, New York, still leading the way. He'll come around and grab the checker.
Brian Moore is going to take away 2nd. 3rd is going to be Roger Williams. Coming around 4th will be the 72 of Mitchell. And coming home 3rd there is the